Good evening, crewmates. Captain Andy here for some more Final Fantasy XIV goodness to help Clayland get through Final Fantasy XIV. Yesterday, we finally finished patch 2.3. Took a while. Yesterday's stream was mostly story-based, because, well, that's all it really was, and me chatting. And we're going to start off today with going through patch 2.4, Dreams of Ice. Up to this date, we've already seen the first, well, if you count Bahamut, 6 primals. Of all the elemental primals, we found seen the first 5. Inferno, Craig's, Gale's, Whirl, and Levin. One more to go. Let's see what name they give her for this. For those that are joining, thank you for joining. Hoping your weekend is a fantastic weekend thus far. And let's continue. Oh, let's start off with the game. I was gonna go into well, sorry, I was debating between either this, the continuing with Dreams of Ice, or go with the blue storyline. I figured this would be much more appropriate for now. And here we go. Alright, so we need to go into here, Trader in the Midst. I believe this starts right in the Rising Stones. If not, I will feel slightly embarrassed and have to look where on the map to go. Let's go find out. Oh yeah, there's also a lot of people here. Before I go jump into here, I want to show you guys something cool, neat. At this point in the story, the Crystal Braves are now a kind of like a military unit for the Scions, so to speak. And at this point, you actually see them in Revenant's Toll itself, this area within Revenant's Toll. I found only a handful of them. I started off with this young lady right here. She looks very stoic here. And there's no one else around here. I think I only found like 3 or 4. It's kind of cool like this. Well, back in the day when this was the when 2.3 was finished, you saw them around for a while, but so they're only here for a limited time. You'll find out why later. There's another gentleman here. I don't know what they're looking for. Maybe they're just on lookout. There's like 4 of them now. Right, let's go. And there's also one more way up here. Near the left side summoning crystal. If there's another one around here, I've not seen them, or it's too dark for me to see. That, or I'm just getting old and I can't see anyways. I'm getting old and getting gray hair. I will cut my hair soon. Oh yeah, there he is. There's a guy. Right next to the summoning crystal. Hey, buddy. Bye. Alright. There's no one inside there or up on the second floor, as I've already checked. None of these doors open except for the Rising Stones, or 7th Heaven, then Rising Stones. Nothing, no one there that I know of, so let's keep going this way. No one in here that I can see that's wearing a blue outfit. But the Rising Stones have gotten quite a few people inside, the recruits from Crystal Braves, so let's start with here and make our way towards the back. You had Hayes. The greater our success, the more our name will grow. The more our name grows, the more our name grows, the greater the profits to be had. I can scarcely contain my anticipation for our first mission. Laurentius, the criminal turning over a new leaf. This uniform rather suits me, would you not say? Or perhaps it is I that suits it. After all my transgressions, I am grateful indeed for this chance to start anew. To start a new bus, Karen. Laurentius shall do you proud. Wilred, you brought in quite a few new recruits, haven't you? Your reputation extends far beyond little Alamigo, it would seem. And deservedly so. Why, meeting you has given me something to strive for. Remember the name of Wilred. I shall hone both body and mind and do you and my fellow braves proud. The formation of the Crystal Braves has lifted everyone's spirits. My hopes are as high as the next man, but will not know what this company is truly made of till we face our first mission. This table's interesting. Former criminal. He tried to kill us. You find out more about him later. And I forget, but this Yu Hazi kind of rubs me wrong. Alright. Next table. Efimi. Where did we meet her? Efimi. Must have been in... I don't remember where. For the freedom of all! For the freedom of all! For the freedom of all! The first few times I said it, I must confess to feeling some embarrassment, but it's starting to grow on me. Dawade. I am studying Eorzean military drills, in the hopes that I might better understand this new organization. Good. Tataru? Oh gods, I thought I was finished with the roster, but I missed a name and had to start all over, as if I didn't have enough work to do already. The Crystal Braves. 'Tis the most fitting name for a company of champions summoned together by the Mother Crystal. Would you not agree? The blue of the uniform represents the crystal's light, pure and unadulterated, a beacon of hope. The crystal sword is a sign of those who would stand up strong in the face of danger. Until the day that my crystal braves are a guiding light for all of Eorzea, I will not give up the fight. For someone that's busy, she's just lounging on her chair. Let's go here. Hoary Boulder. 'Tis always inspiring to speak with a person of vision. If there's aught I might do to be of service to this new company, you know where to find me. Aliane? Alphinode's words are most heart-stirring. Would you not agree? Truth be told, I worry what I can offer to such a lofty organization, but I will do all in my power to make my fellow braves proud. Come to mention it, the younglings seem to have run off somewhere. I do hope they're not up to any mischief. Any moment the pair of eyes can see that Thangred has thoroughly been smitten with Higiri. Then again, subtlety has never been one of his strengths. Urianger has asked me to watch over the Doman women that do not come to any more suffering than they have already endured. Is there aught I might do to serve you? I stand ever at the ready for the freedom of all. Is that a male? Female, male? I guess female? Maybe, I can't tell. Sparring bouts to raise awareness of the Crystal Braves. Intriguing. Though I cannot help but I feel that there are more pressing tasks at hand. Perhaps the tower requires aid in compiling the company roster. And you just stay there. Papa Lima refuses to spar with me. He says he has more important matters to attend to, but I think he's just afraid to lose. Giddy. Master Thanker has taken quite a fancy to Doman cuisine. Several times a day he tells me that one of my dishes is the best he's ever tasted. His praise is most heartening, though I cannot help but feel he has a wont for exaggeration. Oh, he's exaggerating for something, that's for sure. Ever since Shigiri started preparing our meals, I swear I've never felt better. They say Doman cuisine is highly nourishing, but I'd sooner attribute it to the loving care she puts into her culinary creations. They say the fastest way to a man's heart is through his stomach, and I'm not wont to disagree. Hey, the kids. Man, there's a lot of people here this time. Koharu. We hereby name Yozan Commander of the Doman Braves. The Crystal Braves. Why, just saying the name makes me feel strong. I've been thinking of changing the name of our guild to the Doman Braves. How does that sound to you, Miss Cleland? Our Doman Adventurers Guild could use a new name. Say, do you have any ideas? For the freedom of all, for the freedom of all, for the freedom of all! It just doesn't sound the same when I say it. cute kids. Hose on. I hear a new company has been formed. It would be a service in whichever humble way I can. Every time I speak with Riol, I realize how much there is. Every time I speak to Riol, I realize how much there is I do not yet understand about the kobolds. I am fortunate indeed to count a former member of the Company of Heroes as a friend and confidant. Seeing this Slash sure brings back memories. I was just sharing a couple of juicy secrets with her. That should be everyone in here. Alright, let's continue on. Let's go talk to our favorite person in the whole world, Menphilia. Traitor in the midst. That sounds ominous. Try as I might, I cannot shake the creeping sense of dark foreboding. But it avails us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primates have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast rides with some of them are under constant surveillance by the grand companies. Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such a time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Asians, Urianger is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this you already knew. Let us speak then of more current matters, in particular, the state of the Crystal Braves. Alphino did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he's doing his best, I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To that end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist them, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when that help comes from you. Alphinoid has entrusted countless matters of import to your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again, were you to offer. I would be most grateful if you can go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able. Woo! Alright, before I continue on, much like in previous, what's happening? Previous patches, there's dungeons that come out with each respective patch, and this one is no exception. And as with the previous Realm Reborn patches, there's 3 dungeons per patch. And in this segment, the dungeons that came out were Sastasha Hard, the Sunken Temple of Karn Hard, as well as one that would be new to the story, which is a requirement. It's called Snowcloak, which, well, we will be forced to do that sooner or later. I don't remember if this is near the beginning or middle, or I'm going to guess maybe 1/3 of the way, because that's at the 2/3 mark. There's another encounter. So I'm not sure how far we'll get this evening. So we're just going to start this off right now with the dungeon. Either Sastasha or Sunken Temple of Karn. And as wont with previous, we're going to go with our circle of jobs for that. So let's just quickly jump onto that. Let's shuffle this up. 3, 2. I can do monk again. Alright. Bring this back to the game. Oop, I can't spend it again, sorry. Alright, so we're gonna go monk. Change this now, actually. While we're doing this, because it's a DPS, we might have to wait a little bit to get inside the dungeon. one of these dungeons. And I'll save the last one. That's one per Stasha. Actually, the Stasha Heart is actually a continuation of Hullbreaker Isle from the 2.3, and you'll see why. So I'm going to do one now, and the second one I'm going to do a Snow Cloak. We'll get first us to get the Snow Cloak. And after the last encounter, I'm going to save this last dungeon for that time. So let's jump right in. Continue on with the story while we wait. Also, at one point during this transition, I'm going to be... I won't take a pause, but I do want to finish up my relic quest. When you do Snow Cloak, that'll finish off one of the relics I have. I have to do a series of dungeons 9 more times. See if I can get them quickly. And yeah, after that, it's just a matter of making sure I have enough poetics, which I'm going to try and make sure on. And yeah. Wow, everyone's gone already. Glad to talk to them. Alright, let's talk to Tutawati again. Many of our countrymen are skilled with bow and blade. I have made it my mission to rally those with such talents to the Braves' cause. I only hope that we can be of some small assistance. From invoices to petitions to... It's some work, Leyland. That desk in my front line, and I fear it may have been overrun. You might need a ladder. Or a stick. Dispatch the first unit to Ul'dah. The second and fourth are to stand by for further orders. Ooh, Ida. Condemn refugees to death. Wait a minute, that's not right. In which event, we must guide them to Little Alamigo. Else we condemn them to certain death. Ida, what did I just tell you? Yustola. It's a family. Yes. It would be foolish to sacrifice nutrition for flavor. In traditional Doman cuisine, we strive for perfect balance, not only of flavor and texture, but also of nutrition. For a meal to be truly satisfying, it must nourish the body as well as delight the senses. If Hagidi and our more skilled culinarians work together, I dare say they could create extraordinary dishes sure to satisfy Eorzean and Doman alike. A dazzling floral arrangement, each bosom a peerless beauty in her own right. Ah, the blessing and the burden of an overactive imagination. Hozan. Where have those younglings disappeared to? Making the most of their newfound freedom, no doubt. Those azure uniforms are really quite striking. But I think I shall remain a scion for the nonce. These walls have become my home, and the scions my family. Besides, I'm not sure blue is really my color. The green in my cassock brings up my eyes, and just as Hori's breeches bring out the red in his. Look forward, never back. Devote yourself only to the present. That is what I've learned from the Domans. Good advice, actually. They're just chatting and... No, Alpha Node. What is it, Claylan? And do be precise, I am rather... What is it, Claylan? And do be concise, I am rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I had little choice. Which is not to say that my men won't want for labor. Though we are but newly formed, there's already great demand for our services. We are hard-pressed to answer all petitions. But I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted its resolution to my second-in-command, Captain Ilberd. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Cleland. Huzzah.
Hail to you, Scion. How might we serve you?
I don't like his eyes or his voice.
Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own. That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence.
Oh?
Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy. He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the Ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root. Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea.
Uh-oh.
When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The Ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames, and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purposes by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-woman army like you.
Marching like a one-man army to the place I know high. Alright, so we're in there, still in queue, waiting to join one of the two dungeons. Why am I going the wrong way? Since I'm here on the way there, I'm almost done with the yokai. What do you left? Southern Thanalan. Nope. I have Robanian, Shogunyan, and where's the other one? Usapion. Usapion? 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 That one should be fun. I'm not paying attention where I'm going. There's the door. That'll be fine. This one I might go do another Lenosha. I've been using Blue Mage and trying to get as much as I can done in the Shroud. Apparently Missile works great on the mobs in the Shroud, especially the bosses. Just melts them down. Meh. Alright, I'd like to join one of these dungeons. Come on, guys. Second Temple Karn is, there's a small story about that as well. It's a continuation from the first one, really. You help I think their little sister. I think that's what it was. The Explorer's little sister. Sorry, I've done that so long ago that yeah. Ifrit! Yay! Ifrit! Ifrit! Yeah, I didn't have time to take a chocobo from Mordona through the entirety of North Shroud. Now I'm going through North Central Thanalan. Yeah, I'm going through Central Thanalan. Droid of a DPS. Ulda. Hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. Tomorrow I won't be on tomorrow till late, but that's been the case every day lately. So I'm not gonna say anything about that. Alright. Put these here. Already got that. Alright. Still machine cards from this guy. I'll play the 2 rounds with this guy. Then I'll talk with the commander. Alright. He goes first. Ooh, chaos. Nice. Rude. Already have that. Let's try again. Let's see, enough time before this. I think that's what I'm missing. I can't tell. We'll find out soon. That might be the one I was missing. Alpha node and LSA. Sastasha Hard. No, this is actually a continuation of Hullbreaker Isle. Actually, more like a combination, continuation of Sastasha and Hullbreaker Isle. Filthy intruders! Filthy intruders! Ah! Oh, now that is a cool. Oh, that's awesome from the tank. Portrait. That's awesome portrait. That move that punches the screwdriver, that was actually feared in 11 for the XP, and particularly Cufum Isle. There used to be a place to level up between 18 to 23, I think, 24. Puzzles were needed to XP on, but screwdriver, if you weren't paying attention, it would hurt you. I'm underwater! I'm underwater! Oh, the summoner's DC. Whew. That was rough. Hey, the summoner's back. I'm not ready. Second boss time. Let's see if I solo this one too. Well, it wasn't solo, but solo DPS. Boss is annoying. There's a lot of heads here. And as a throwback to the first dungeon, you got two guys here for no particular reason, just to guard a door. Who get easily dealt with. Dispatched them. Ooh-doo-doo. I'm not fighting that, man. Alright, hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm not fighting 20 of them at once. No, if I can run and live, I'll run and live. I'm home gang to him? What the hell? What the hell? Why did he home gang me? Yeah, this is where you've done well to make it this far, but you wish you hadn't. Have mercy. Release the Kraken! Ah! Bird 2. I can see him being part of Hildebrand in the future if they want to go back that far. You can start the fight with him. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, so you fight the Kraken here again. Two ways to do it. Either just focus on him alone. I like taking out the tentacles. I just don't like being annoyed by the tentacles. Although this part happens too at times. It also stops him from using a certain move later on. That. Alright. Not who always, but there's a move that he does. It can be annoying if you just leave the arms out. Just get rid of the arms. Makes it a lot easier. There's nothing it does. Done. And the Kraken is now gone, as opposed to just retreating like last time. I didn't want that pair of breeches. You want to do this, breeches? Here, done. I already had that card? Darn. And that one. Darn. Hey, got a com. Alright, so that was Sestasha Hard. We continue this now until Snowcloak. I'll be right back though. I'm gonna get something to drink. My throat is parched. I'll be right back. Folks, I have returned. Thank you for your patience. Alright. Let's continue on with Mr. Raubon till we get to Snowcloak.
Well, well. What brings you here, my friend?
She is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you, the honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye, we've both come far, have we not? Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Yes, scars, man.
Pah! Spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to her, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Wilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway.
Hi.
I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all. So it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the Monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first? Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
Now that makes you want to have a drink.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days and drink to the future of our homeland. Flame General. You wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
Well, I'm gonna have a Dark Knight going up, so probably best to grab the tank one. But not really, cause you don't need any of these. They're already up high left level. A hunt for the Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice it to say, we must tread warily, but one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Leveilleur. Before I do that, I'm gonna continue my quest to get First Lieutenant. Alright, did my men succeed? Probably not. Yeah, I figured as such. But it got some levels up. Hang on. Hey. Hey, leveled up from training, of course. Anyone still 45? Nope, alright. let's see what this can get us. Let's try this. Instead of that, we're gonna have you. No. And you. Do better than this. There we go. Let's see if we can find something worthy of this. Let's give this a go. Deploy. And the rest of you, just do whatever. What do you guys do? Setups and Tai Chi. Alright. So they said writing stuns. I need to put this stuff away first, guys. One moment. There. I give them all on me so I remember what I have by the time I get to those points. Alright, so let's go quickly to the gold saucer. So I can hand in my card, which I apparently already have. Which one am I missing then from that guy? Be another hard one to get. Probably Nanamo? You gotta buy the Nanamo card. Yeah. I used up all mine for the blackjack. Which I've never actually used now that I think about it. Maybe I should try it. Start using it. Alright, sell first. Did I get my, I got my numbers. Alright, let's go back to the writing stone. Still the same. It's slightly different? Okay, not exactly the same, but looks like the signs are gone to do something. Your store's not here, Thancred, Ida, Papalimo. There's Alpha Node. Where's Ilbert? We have returned from Ul'dah, Commander. And not a moment too soon, something has happened. Trouble? You will recall that the Fourth was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. God damn it. According to report, one of ours was taken captive. The Garlands are not wont to treat their foreman with dignity, and I have grave fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are afield. Begging your pardon, Commander, but we have not the time. I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Garlands with more captives, yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have. Captain Ilbert has the right of it. I trust you are willing, but of course you are. Now, Aliana the Fourth lies in wait in the tangle near the entrance to the Castrum Sentry. Seek her out and she will apprise you of the situation. We're the best chance we have of rescuing our comrades. I shall pray for your success. You're not going to help? You said the same things earlier. Alright. Charge! Time to check this out. Try this right out. Oh, not once when that's right. I had it once when I was in PvP, but you can't find PvP. Blackjack. What? No special music? Oh well. Kind of cool though. It's a Zeppelin. Hang in there, Resh. We'll free you yet. You would aid us in the rescue mission? We are in your debt, warrior of light. Now time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Garlands fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Resh and hauling her away to the castrum yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Guardians may be interrogating Resh, or worse. With her hurts, I fear that she will not long survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is as strong as Mithril. None of us will stand by while a comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Castrum Sentry. Please help us find Resh before it is too late. Alright, let's make it actually. Charge! Yeah! not fighting back. What's going on? Over here? It's Resh Polali. My, the garlands fell? Yeah, I'm slightly overpowered for this. Slightly. Where am I? Rash, thank the gods we found you. And thank you, warrior of light. Now, to quit this accursed place, Rash cannot move those wounds. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garland will only be too happy to grant you the undivided attention. If you're to create a commotion within the cash room, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once we are safely outside these walls. Actually. It just dropped. There's no enemy, it just dropped. Distraction. I have a lot of things to a few things to desensitize after this. Alright. That was it? Alright. I don't know why I did that to that guy. He was just standing there. I've awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You've done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe, and we suffered no further casualties. Words cannot well express my gratitude. All that is left is to report the mission's success to Commander de Veillard. I shall go on ahead to the Rising Stones. Right, let's go and hand this in. Ah, it does me well to see that you have returned. Though I doubt not your prowess, entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to having been a trifle anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as is your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert administrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Claylan. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander. I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Claylan, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary. I require that you accompany me to Corythus. I've been granted an audience with an Asgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you're ready. Ooh, he's a familiar face to some. We've been blessed with a rare opportunity, Claylan. An audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat with Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. It would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Emmerich wishes to meet the one behind the legend, I will not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request her permission to accompany me to Corythus. Mayhap you feel this may be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to more nobler use. If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. Man, his head's so far up his backside at this point. Sorry. He means well. He means well. And I met people in real life that they don't mean ill, they don't mean well, but their head is still up there. And meeting with an Asgardian ambassador, by all means, I think it is a wonderful idea. We received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. If Alphino believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Antecedent. I take it Claylan has expressed the situation? She has. Yet welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Asgardians has burned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Would that I knew. The questions of their motives is one which I've given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Alathia's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean Alliance formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the Alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silver Tier Skies. Since which time, their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have even rejected every one of their former allies' call to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Carteneau, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the Alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messengers that we have been fobbed off with in the past, this time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think that they come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead. Our old friend Lord Hauchefin is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further integrated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful in our cause. I wonder if Emmerich mentioned something, because we did 1.0, we did when we fought Van Darnus, it was on a floating continent, Riven Road, but Riven Road was taken from Corthian grounds. I think some ancient ruins or something like that. And from the Corthian soil, risen up to, and Van Darnus' island, risen up to wherever he was in the sky. And we had to use Sid's airship to get to him. And when we beat him, the magic did not hold up the island, it just came crashing down. I don't even know where did that land on the ground? I'm not sure I actually thought about that. Where did Riven Road go? I know you see parts of it in more like a destroyed version of it than Koi's of Bahamut 8. Or 9, sorry, 9. And then again, I still remember this place having no snow. Lush green fields, as far as the eye could see. I wonder if that's it right here. Then again, Korth used to be much larger than I think all the areas were. I mean, this could have been River Road, but no, that's a key of Dalamud, or a spike, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, maybe because there's so much snow I can't tell. wonder where Riven Road crash landed. Guess we'll never know. I'll try for research it, I'd find out, but... Ah, Cleland, ever a welcome sight. Our hearths have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I feel I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Ah, good Master Alphanode, an honor as always. Likewise, Lord Hoshfa. Forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense! Any debt incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? Hoshfall's time may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand. Sir Emmerich arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you're willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the night station outside the I can't say that word. Outside the intercessory. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. Intercessory. Sounds a bit easier in French. Nice and simple. I don't know if that's the actual word in Francais, so. We have been expecting you, madame. Pray, take your ease inside, and I shall summon the others. Voice acting.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
Did he mention anything about 1.0?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you, would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
Well, there's a hope.
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
I hate to say it, he does make some points a bit earlier as well.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the suppliers House Forton has offered to Revenant's toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange.
Fair.
Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury! All our precautions were for naught?
Uh-oh. Shark fin soup! Shark fin soup! Fine, get rid of this. Intercession of Saints. Just when we're starting to make progress. And to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Hashvan, find out what he has learned. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is worse than we had, and must act swiftly. If you be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics fell upon the caravan bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulders Down. 'Twas an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain, every crate seized. Then, as quickly as they appeared, they were gone. It would be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route, knowledge which only a select few are privy, I assume. Quite. We can pursue that avenue of inquiry in due process. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush may be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Hashvan said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden truths, Cleland. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they will gladly share their findings. Where are we going? That's toward Ormvale. Bong, bong. Bong, bong, bong. Bong, bong, bong. Bong, 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 bong. Sure, running, folks. That means about an hour from now I might get much more tired, but I want to persevere to get up the snow cloak. I truly, truly do. Da da da. Da, 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 da. Dreams of ice. These dreams are made of cheese. Cheddar the world and feta cheese. Everybody's looking for Brie. House for night. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for. Eh? Lord Hashvan bid you speak with us. Then you must be. Begging your pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left nary a crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good measure, even. Whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Would have been easier just to steal it, though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came prepared. Probably with wagons of their own and hidden away off. But pay no heed to my ramblings. Absent of proof, this is not but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care at the observatorium could tell you something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much. Wow. Rough. Actually, I like some of this. Maybe because I'm from a place where I was raised in the snow. So coming here reminds you of home a little. Mind you, without the broken piece of Dalamed key in the ground and dragons and yeah. So the guy's resting here, but where is he resting? Hopefully inside a building. I think he's upstairs. If I remember this place well. There he is. You come to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance to the hall of the... We came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims remarked them as lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them, and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Like just a young girl, I thought. Some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same. Else, why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear. Then she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek. Then he sighed and crumbled to the ground. I didn't know what happened till I saw the snow turned red. And then there was red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head. And by the time I came to, the others were dead, and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't. I mean, they'd have killed me. So I just lay still and listened. Isart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Shiva? Alright. Now you back up there. Yeah, we're just gonna take control, go up there. Alright. Alright, let's go talk to Alpha Node. Alpha Node. Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us? It seems the Lady Isart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Enchiridion and Chididion and Master Alphanode? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who laid down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know his guardian scriptures so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saint of heretics. Wait, you say she is their patron saint? Oh no, it all makes sense now. Lord Hushva, what was the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge has requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Isart and her followers intend to summon Shiva, as a beast tribe would summon a primal. Why else would they go to such length to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Hushva, you would agree that discretion is of paramount concern? Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphanode. The signs of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to my brethren in Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, this includes you, though I'm sure you would not miss this for the world. There it is. One sec. Alright, strength and unity. The persistent attacks on caravans seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. As apprising Minfilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, pray join me in the White Brim front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandad have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information that which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord de Mont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then. Good? Wait, Brim. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue this up until finishing Snowcloak, and I'll be done finishing out the night for that, perhaps. What I could do instead, I do want to continue, to be honest. Some FC mates want to continue to run on Palace of the Dead. I have to jump on ending for that. So what I will probably do is finish Snowcloak for today. I'll finish the stream and just start a new one right after with the intention of just being a playthrough, fun playtime through Palace of the Dead. Be with with Andine, playing with Lena and another FC mate called Shiro, an old friend of mine, old friend of ours, who's a friend of Lena as well. And now we go up 20 flights of stairs. Oh, mackerel. We're all here. Oh, but there is the Alpha Node. Just so you know, my men have already started to arrive. Captain Ilbert always keeps a few braves at the ready in case of emergencies. Commander Levea's assessment is most troubling. If he is correct, Iceheart now poses a threat to Ishgard at large. But what means do these heretics travel so quickly? We must know, or every attempt to apprehend him will be doomed to fail. Yeah, now Ishgard's involved. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join in the hunt for Iceheart. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Didemal. A band of pilgrims were seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appeared to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, the self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirmed our suspicions. I have heard of them. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of crystal braids to White Brim front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. That is an excellent These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be in the best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Emmerich. And so it begins, my friend. Though I dare say it proved an all too brief collaboration, Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager upon the success of a single solution. There may be yet subtler ways by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Delimont has one in mind. Cutscene. Yes, yes. Excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there's no aught else you could have us do, pray speak, and it shall be done. It would be foolish to dismiss alternative approaches when contending with such clever foes. I think we can all agree that a formidable foe demands a calculated response. Some still think these heretics do not pose a great threat. The slain House Fortan Knights would surely beg to differ. Okay, I gotta get rid of some items soon. This is becoming sad. Yeah. It seems as though we're always one step behind, our quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables were about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed whereas others have failed, but cannot yet yield the self-same results. Fortunately, we're not without without other options. I trust you have not forgotten Inspector Guillaume. We have not. The mystery on how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent similar breach of security in the future. Accordingly, we conduct an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone at Whitebottom Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. This man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause. We will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Guards. He will have taken note, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is about to end soon, at which point we must report to Sir. He must report to Sir Jean-Ramon in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and listen. I've seen to it that... I'll change them. I see to it that the subject knows nothing which could endanger our plans. Alright. Jean Clément. Ooh, the accused knight. Hello. Do you mind, adventurer? We must rest when circumstances allow it. We must rest when circumstances allow us. Allow if we are to give our best when the time comes to fight. Waiting. Just sitting here waiting. suspected heretic leaves through the southwest gate. Attack! Oh wait, they told us not to. Darn. Oh, there we are. This is a fate in the middle of it too. The suspected heretic follows the road east. Foot tracks. Hide behind a tree. He cannot see us. Oh, now he runs. The suspected heretic heads south. Test. Alright. Making sure that the microphone's picking up the voice. Hey, for those that are joining, thank you for joining. I have a feeling that might be Lena, though. If not, that's fine. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the snow cloak. About 2 or 3 quests behind it. And I'm following some heretic right here. He disappeared. Where could he have gone? The heretic is missing. Oh, there he is. I'm hiding behind a rock. Hey! Hey! Where in the 7 hells are you? I'm freezing my bullocks off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall. Why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duty is to... Bloody echo. Lower your voice a little, hear us and wiper in front. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are in Snowcloak. This is what you bring me. We already knew that. Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnel dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, if you waste my time again, is that clear? Alright. Where do we go from here? Back to Lord Drimon. Nope, we're just gonna choke it there. Yeah! Let's go. Yeah, just go from the top gate. Enough of this climbing stairs. Let's go down. Ow. Well, that works. Hi. Well, did your investigation bear fruit? I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Would that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem that heretics are aware of our operation and confident that they can thwart it. Our comrades and boulders down are key to their plans, which means it is key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways that the heretics and Boulders Down are planning to use them to take our forces unaware. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of horse Duran Knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin search for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It will put my mind at ease if you consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. Pray a rendezvous with them at Boulders Down. If Halon is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Cleland. The lives of our allies are at stake. Huzzah! I might use this for the dungeon. If anything, just to get out of my inventory. These are gonna put... I don't know where to put these. Not bad level gear, I'll give him that. Unfortunately, when I get... I don't know. I gotta find a place to put these. Maybe I can put all these in as glamours once I finish it. I gotta find a spot for these. Excuse me. Sebek. Snowcloak. It's about time I get here. Not here? Yeah, I think when I first came here, I was confused on what need. Gosh. Did I not go to the right spot first? I did not. They're south there. What the? Fine, let's go. I followed the wrong marker. Alright, let's go. Fly, Chocobo. Oh, hello. Hey guys. Here. Yeah. 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 More? Any more? No, it's C2. Fallen Heretics effects. Hello. Oh, fire. You can go further up. And more up. Well, that is cool. Get out to the bell tower. I think I knew that from before. It's just been a while since I've been there. Hey, buddy. My knights send no word of your coming, Cleland. What has happened? What is that in your hand? Brittle parchment. Discovered on the body of a slain heretic. This yellowing document is covering a complex code of seemingly random characters, letters, and numbers. By the fury, those were veterans with years of service. Now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered and... No. We are not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Ashard prepares to summon not when Ashard prepares to summon a abomination. The heretics you described were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and Crystal Braves. There must be others. And I'll wager they were on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable the guardsmen watch at an outpost in Snowcloak. Their traitor was stationed there before he aroused our suspicions. Would that we had caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics would know that the watch was weakest. They could use the tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. The timetables has not changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. The House Durandad must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stone Vigil. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. The path of the righteous. Time is of the essence, Cleland. While my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies and Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if they were cut down ere their swords are drawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may still be time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Emmerich everything we have discovered. Fly? By all means, we shall fly. Hey, as per Lord Drimont, he said to fly, so... Only one way to do that. With the blackjack. Look at all the people here. Yuhaze? God's bless whoever designed this uniform. I would have frozen to death by now if it weren't for this great coat. Alpha Node? Sir Emmerich. He's over there. Have words with the man if you must. We shall speak anon. How could any man hope to tunnel through ice this thick? It would be the work of years. We are at a disadvantage here. We should linger no longer than necessary. Cleland, this is a wonderful surprise. Mayhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden. You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. Has Commander Leveillard been informed? The Braves must be made aware. Alright. It must be here. I am certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? Tis but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it, this is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins, and we should greatly be straining every sinew to find her and to stop this damnable summoning. There she is! Come here, girl! That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only my pride, Ida. There will be others nearby. We must see that they are given a similar warm welcome. Commander Lafayette. There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knight, we have secured the entrances to some half-dozen tunnels after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that is not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Aha! Just as I suspected. Amongst this where in the tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Summon the others. We're going in. A moment, Alphanode. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing just how many heretics are lurking here on the surface. What if they're the converted on this point after we enter the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap. I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more a hindrance than help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would become an obstacle to escape. A change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Emmerich and keep the heretics here at bay, you will go wherever this tunnel leads. If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown, to see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many, or Papalimo will sulk. The entrance to the tunnel, madame? It's just over there. Just over here. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we would never have noticed it. Per Sir Emmerich's orders, we will stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. Woo! Finally! Years to come to here. Alright. See if Lena wants to help. Alright, Lena's gonna help us, so let's see. Alright, this will be the last day event. Oh, we'll see. Alright, so there's a chance Lena might want to do the Wheel of Jobs too, so we shall indulge him. I will. So before we jump into here, let's go to Wheel of Jobs, see what job we're gonna do. quickly switch this up here. For myself, let's shuffle this up, shall we? And 3, 2. Paladin! Easy enough for me. Now does Lena want to do this? He says no. That's fine. I'm going as Paladin. Right, so let's go back here. So tomorrow I will be back on tomorrow for sure. I'll get Sunken Temple of Karn done, as well as the other encounter that we will no. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Let's go join Snowcloak. Oh, look, there's another Crystal Brave here. Just eat the food right now so we can get out of here. Mmm. Bacon bread. No, let me stay up here. How high can we go here? I think it's about the highest peak we could have gone to in 2.0. Oh, before being able to fly. Yeah, this is probably the highest. Oh no, the observatory would have been the highest for sure. Would have been cool if they had us actually jump up here to find the entrance to Snowcloak. That would have been kind of cool, but it is what it is. Alright, people, we have a tank and a DPS. Get some party. Ow, ow. Ow. I'm fine. Alright, that's fine. It's fine. There it is. It's a nice, beautiful place. I can't do moderate. I'm sorry, buddy. Ooh, shit. Here's moderate. This guy. This is too easy. We need more. Here, puppy. After this, it should be bear. The bare necessities of simple bare necessities. Ah, the brown. I want to have the bear go inside the dot that Lena put down. That's too bad. I'm probably the only level 90 paladin who's still using Rage of Alone. It's a powerful Rage of Alone. Getting cold in here. Well, he's dead. That was fast. This boss fight used to be a lot harder, or harder but funner. As in, the fast way they used to beat him is he used to have ads that appear bunnies, and you have to make the bunnies turn into snowmen. Now it's just whatever this is. It had a mechanic to it. It was nice. Spin? Yeah, whatever this is. Alright, so yeah, this is now just a tank and spank. It used to be a funner mechanic, but things have to change, I get that. I know the reason why they have to do. It just is what it is. And this fight is over. This feels a little bit smaller, but because I'm doing this as Quaylen, Andine's considerably taller. That's fine, just to stun random mobs. Oh, he can't be stunned. It's unfortunate name Fenrir in this one. Considering 11, there's a much higher roll, but I came to understand that each Final Fantasy series shows the role of the avatars, summons, icons differently. Each game has its focus on different things. Like, look at 16. They focus on Ifrit being main one, and Shiva, which I totally respect. Uh-oh. I don't have all my other stuff I can steal. Check myself with, sadly. Heaven's War Roar. Oh, she's frozen. No soup for you! Soup Master. Why do I feel this fight's a lot easier than before? This fight has changed. I'm frozen! I'm stiff! I am looking gagefully backwards. This fight used to be a lot harder, if I remember right. This is painfully easier. Wait, we're in the cave. How is this much wind? I don't want this. Ah, there you go. All right. Sickle-Fang! I can continue on with the relic now. What are my relics? 9 more to go.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light. Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am. I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart. This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light. I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost. In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good. For Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
How dare you? That took longer than I expected. What news, Claylan? Wah 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 wah. So Iceheart is but a pseudonym. Not that that matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable. But from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they'll even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? The Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for it too. 12 be praised, Claylan. We may yet turn the situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Benfilia and Urianger have been busy perusing their archives of House Voltan, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you're intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events, don't. The antecedent should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Ugh. I'll start this, and then we're gonna be done for the evening. Hey, she's wearing a coat. She's smart. Why is Alphonso not wearing a coat? We're all the dumb ones. We're not wearing anything but what we came here with. Antecedent. You came to us straight from the archives of House Voltan. I trust your time have proved fruitful? Would that it had. Urianger and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to his guardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Voltan. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case, one wonders if it is by circumstances or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Yes, of course. Viewed without prejudice, most agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think that Sir Emmerich might take issue with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. You pursue your foes You pursue your foes with less zeal than I had expected, Sir Emmerich. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being man of faith, that I expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by will of Halone that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so leader of man. We're all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the death of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and scriptures tell us only so much. But that they tell us more. Yeah, he's busy. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trade at the negotiating table, to be sure. Less so when one's enemies are ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure that have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Mogomog XII, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplication of the Mughals Guard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts. They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minfilia. They have both in abundance. Could that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the Aetheryte Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another Aetheryte somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of this second Aetheryte, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route. Most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Excuse me. Let us not give up just yet. One of our colleagues in Chalayan may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think how long it would take us to survey the entire tunnel system. While Minfilia looks into our Aetheryte problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly. Despite our numbers. Korthus is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you. In case you were not aware. Good. I knew you would understand. Urahasi can apprise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigations. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to do their work. Ours is more pressing. I'll start with you. What? No. No. With that, folks, we shall call it an evening for now. You look at the screen. I can call it evening. Well, we'll see. I might come back later, but till then. For those that joined, I do thank you for joining. I will continue this tomorrow at some point. I'm not sure what I'll be doing tomorrow, though, with the story. I do really want to finish off my relics now that I can continue it. Maybe I'll just spam that tonight, get them done. I don't know. At least the boring parts of it. Either case, for those that joined, I thank you so much for joining. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. Or if this is the day for you, having a fantastic day. Or if not, I hope these videos help improve your day. I'm going to take off for the evening. Thank you all for joining. Who can we raid today? It's Captain Odin again. I don't know why. Captain Odin. Alright, folks. If you like what you've seen, click on like, click on follow. I will be updating my profile a little bit in here just to give you more sense on, at least on the system I use. I still need to know how to do this stuff a little bit better. Either case, maybe I'll do that when Dawn Trail is out right before. When I finish AR, when that'll happen. Either case, thank you all for joining. Y'all take care tonight. And if you are traveling, stay safe. Enjoy this weekend. Have a good night.